Hello and welcome back to Embodied Astrology, where we explore the astrology of the week ahead and learn how we can work with it to live our best, most authentic lives. This week we have a new moon in Scorpio. So I'm going to break down 3 lessons that this new moon is trying to teach us and also leave you with one practice so that you can really start to embody this energy. So let's dive in. The first lesson that this new moon in Scorpio wants to teach us is that it is time to do things differently. So when we have a new moon in any sign, we are receiving an opportunity to start again, to begin something new, to manifest something. And with this particular new moon, it's opposing the planet Uranus. And Uranus symbolizes in astrology innovation and doing things differently, and even kind of like pushing up against the norms, like not being afraid to march to the beat of your own drum. And so when we think about this time period, we're getting this opportunity to start new, to turn over a new leaf, to begin again. This new moon is encouraging us to do it a little bit differently. And on top of that, the moon is also sitting next to Mercury, which is the planet of communication and thinking and problem solving. So with all of these planets kind of sitting together in this mix, we're also in Mercury retrograde. So it's a very reflective period. You're getting this opportunity to begin again, but the astrology is encouraging you to do it differently. Don't do the same thing again and expect different results. We have to behave differently. We have to think about things differently. We have to communicate things in a different way to expect a different result. Okay, the second lesson that this new moon in Scorpio wants to give us is the reminder that it's really important to spend time alone with your thoughts and your feelings and getting any sort of restorative peace and quiet time as we move into this next lunar cycle. So the holidays are coming. It's a big time of travel and family and obligations, and not necessarily getting a lot of time to just be with yourself and your thoughts and alone and resting. So with that in mind, knowing that we're heading into a really chaotic season, the end of the year is always kind of crazy, really just doing anything that you can to build in that quiet, restorative time in your day to day, even if it's not every day, some sort of practice that allows you to ground and return to yourself, whether that is a meditation practice, even just getting a nap, going for a walk by yourself, just carving out that time where you can be with yourself, to ground, to process your emotions and your thoughts and everything that's going on in your life during this really fast-paced time. This is a really, really important reminder to carry through not only for this lunar cycle, but especially as we head into the end of the year. The third lesson that this new moon in Scorpio wants to share with us is to not be afraid of the dark. So Scorpio is a water sign. It's very deep, very sensitive, very intuitive, and it is a sign that likes to get to the bottom of things. Scorpio is not afraid to open the basement door and poke around and see all the gross stuff down there, because it knows that when we confront our ickier, kind of darker feelings, our anger, our resentment, abandonment issues, whatever it might be, we can come out the other side stronger. And just because we have these tough emotions or tough thoughts or tough past or trauma, whatever it is, we don't have to wish it away or pretend that it's not there. In fact, this new moon is reminding us that it's okay to welcome that part of ourselves in, to sit with it and say, hey, I see you. And it's okay that you're sad. It's okay that you're upset. It's okay. These things are coming up. It's part of being human and part of really feeling into the whole human experience. And so when we are confronted with any sort of feelings, trauma, dynamics that don't feel super positive, this new moon is encouraging us to really explore that, to not be afraid to ask ourselves, like, why am I feeling this way? Where does this come from? Or how do I want to work with this? How can I just let this move through me instead of trying to push it down and just ignore it and not pretend that it's not there? So keeping these 3 lessons in mind from the new moon in Scorpio, my suggestion for you in terms of how you can work with this is with a simple journal practice. When we have a new moon, it's a beautiful time to set new intentions, to reflect, to plant seeds. And I find that writing and journaling is a really powerful way to bring that into the physical realm. So my recommendation is to find a little bit of quiet time to yourself, vibey lighting, candles, incense, whatever it is that makes you feel cozy and comfortable and in a really good headspace to reflect. Take a couple of deep breaths, shut down your eyes, really just ground into the present moment, and ask yourself, what new beginning am I being asked to embark on? And how do I want to do things a little bit differently? And just see what comes up. If you know what your rising sign is, then this new moon is happening in whatever the Scorpio part of your chart is about, the Scorpio house of your chart. So that might give you a little bit of extra inspiration for, what area of life you might be asking to bring in this new beginning or how to do things differently. So that's a little bit of extra inspiration for you if you need it. If not, just connect with your heart and just see what comes up. And that is the new moon in Scorpio. So I hope this was helpful. I hope these lessons resonated with you. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and subscribe. I post new videos every Monday about what's going on in the sky and how you can work with it to live your most authentic, best life ever. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a restorative, cozy new moon in Scorpio. See you next time.